Come on. All right, we're live.
We're live.
Live action.
I guess I could sit up some.
Live action. All right.
I thought it was supposed to be at 6.
We're 1 minute from 6.
No, dear. Well,
5:59.
oh, I think that they're.
I put
Never
Central
mind.
Standard Time.
Never
Yeah.
mind. I'm confused.
Okay.
It's all on me.
Okay.
It's all on me. We're here. We're ready. Are y'all?
What's going on, y'all? Hello, everybody.
Coming in
People
loud
are
and clear.
coming in loud and clear. Hey, everybody. Hope y'all having a wonderful Tuesday. I want to say sorry, you guys, that we were not here on Sunday. We were just got backed up, overloaded, and plus we knew this live was going to happen today anyway, so we didn't stress it too much. I know a lot of you guys though, a lot of people watch our lives on Sunday, so we are sorry about not being on here Sunday. Just time got away from us. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, really did. And I'm gonna be up front too. We're not gonna make you guys wait an entire hour for us to see who won the greenhouse from Grower Solutions. I would like to say thank you so much to Grower Solutions for doing this. This was all their idea. They reached out to me and said, "Hey, look, we like to work with y'all and give away a greenhouse." And so we were very grateful for those guys. Yet now there were some people saying that they didn't know about the giveaway. I'm sorry about that. We did a whole dedicated live on November 6th, I think. The entire live. Matter of fact, that live that got 40,000 views. I've mentioned it in a couple of videos. I posted it on all our social media sites, even stories, even Twitter. It went out in our newsletter weekly. So I don't know how you may have missed it, but I'm sorry that if you did miss it. And plus two, it was only the because Grower Solutions in Tennessee. So it was only, the contest was only for the lower 48, the continental US. So that was one of the main terms to the contest or giveaway.
That's right.
But I want to just wait just a few minutes. I want to make sure everybody gets on here.
And I wanted to say that this is not just a live to give away the greenhouse.
No.
And if you've never sat in for one of our lives, I hope you'll stay after the giveaway and listen to us be silly.
Yeah, that's right.
Because a lot of people I know, they're tuning in to see if they win. But,
right.
And that's normal.
And they can watch it on the replay if they want to check too. So
Sure. So, just wanted to say that we're not just giving away the greenhouse.
Right.
We'll stick around and chat. And if y'all can stay good, if you can't, catch us on a replay or maybe next time.
That's right. Oh my gracious. I want to make sure that people are on here before we do this. Now, the way this is going to work is we had thousands of entries, y'all. Thousands. So I was worried about how I was going to randomly pick somebody, and my right hand woman, Jacqueline Head at Head Family Farm, she has just been, y'all don't know how much she helps us out. Oh my gracious. And so her and Zach do my website. She's the one that set up the landing page for the entire giveaway, and also the big sale Grower Solutions had going on.
Takes care of the newsletters.
Takes care of my newsletter.
Takes care of all the emails that go out. Takes care of all, things that we got going on behind the scenes. So, calendars, whatever.
Oh yeah, she did the shirts. So what she did was she put the thousands upon thousands upon thousands of entries in a spreadsheet. And so they're numbered. And then so she sent me a random numberlizer. I guess that's how you say it. A random.
You ought to know now.
I'm a wordsmith. So numberlizer is a word.
You can't even say it. Numberlizer.
So it's going to just randomly pick a number, and then I'm going to look at that number, and then I'm going to go look on the spreadsheet I got pulled up here.
Now, what will we do? Take the camera off of us, but it'll still be showing us while you
No,
look?
I don't. I ain't. I'm not that. We can't do that. We just have to just show. And plus, I don't want to show
You know
their.
what?
I don't want to show all their information.
Well, sure, but
Yeah.
if we had Jacqueline and Zach here with us,
Yeah,
they could have made that work. We could have
That's right.
somehow shown that. Regardless,
Oh me, what's my webpage? It's cogheelfarm.com.
and we're very proud of that webpage because we feel like that is a way for all of you to go behind the scenes and see what's going on.
Yeah, it's like an extension of everything. It's
if you want to know what's going on with us and you
Yeah.
don't know if it's real that we're giving away a greenhouse, go to our website. I
Yeah,
guarantee
that's
you it's
right.
there.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people come up and they said, Brooke and Jason said that they don't ever take anything or give anything away. Well, that is within good reason. I mean, we are partners with Grower Solutions. Thank goodness that they were, willing to go through the extra mile and give this greenhouse away.
Yeah.
But something like that is legit.
That's right.
Whereas if we were giving away a Ferrari, that's not going to happen.
Maybe give away one of those Mercedes that YouTube channel said had my head on there with the $73 million in the Mercedes. That's so, good. Like one of those.
I mean, if it's somebody that partners with us, go to our website. You'll see if it's legit or not.
That's right. And our website's just an extension for everything. Matter of fact, I don't even think it even shows any. Maybe if you go to our recipe section, it may show a video, but it's really none of our videos or anything on there.
It's just information.
It's just information. It's behind the scenes, but I love the website. And we're fixing to update it. We're fixing to do an update because it's been a year since we put the website out. So we're fixing to update it. And somebody said it's called a number picker, Jason.
Somebody said that I have heard of that.
Numberizer. Well, look at there.
I hadn't.
I just pulled it.
All right, let's don't keep people waiting.
All right, so I'm gonna go here and use this.
I'm just gonna sit here because
this random picker here.
Because I recorded a whole video today in time lapse.
Oh gosh. I think we got it handled though.
That's how technical, how good I am.
All right, I got the number.
Well, you got to show it the number on the screen.
It's 1740.
You want me to write it down?
That's the number, 1740.
Let me put it in my notes because we're gonna forget.
1740, 1740.
All right, I got it.
You got it.
1740.
I actually did it to pick. It did 5, but 1740 is the first number right there. 1740. Now I'm not going to show because I don't want their personal information.
Yeah, just say their name.
They're going to say their name, and I may say a little bit of their email address because if they're watching,
they'll know it's them.
Because if I say David, there may be like 3,000 Davids watching.
Look right there. There's that lady's last name's David.
Yeah, it's true.
So I mean, it could be anything.
All right, so let's see who 1740 is here.
So we're still here. We're just not where you are.
All right.
Oh, I saw it.
1740. All right. Their name is Constance. And the email, I'm going to give a little bit, is Tunic, TUNINK, Constance. That is the greenhouse winner. We'll send you an email. Oh, gosh, I got to get back to where we were. All right, here we go.
Here we are.
All right, so Constance will send you an email, and then I think what we'll do is I'll get with Jacqueline.
We need to make sure she's in the United States.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of things that have to be verified.
Yeah, I'll get with Jacqueline, and so if for some reason a week from now Constance doesn't claim the greenhouse, I will let you guys know, and we'll do this all over again. You know what I mean?
Do we need to give it till Sunday? You think?
We'll give it. Yeah, we'll give it a good. I want this person, whoever it is, to be sure.
I do too, but I don't think we can say they don't come through with it.
Right.
Say we draw again. We can't carry it out for 14 more days.
No. Yeah, so yeah, probably Sunday. We'll give it to Sunday. And then we'll stay on the live stream if Constance.
And if Constance is watching, if you don't mind, give us a comment and say that's me.
Yeah.
And we'll know that you see this. If you don't, the greenhouse is still yours.
That's right.
You didn't have to be live to get the greenhouse.
That's right.
So hopefully Constance, am I saying that right?
You're saying it right. You're saying it right. Constance.
Okay.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right, Constance. So
Congratulations. Congratulations to everybody that entered.
That's
because you're a winner too.
That's right. All right, so we got that out of the way. I'm glad. I wanted to get that over and done and not keep everybody on pins and needles going throughout the whole hour or however long this podcast or live is.
While we were sitting here trying to get things, arranged for the live, I asked you, I said, when are we going to announce it? And you looked at me like, I was a little bit off. And you said, as soon as we go on, which there are a lot of people that would tune in if we drew it out, but we don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that.
I want to treat somebody like I'd want to be treated.
Well, you know what?
The golden rule.
That's the golden rule.
The golden rule.
And
I try to live by that.
I was talking to my mom about that earlier,
mm-hmm.
that there was a lot of things that we could do different, even on our channel,
mm-hmm.
that would gather views
mm-hmm.
or get more of this or add more subscribers. But we're not those people.
Right.
We're real.
That's right.
And we don't want to be anything other than that.
That's right.
So if we ever get that way, it ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. I can't do it. I mean, I cannot be somebody I'm not. I just can't do it. I don't have it in me.
That's right.
And all I can ask is for our child to be the same way when she's grown and on her own. And I think we've accomplished what we want to in our life.
That's right. All right. So I'm seeing a lot of people asking the same question over and over and over again.
Well, I'm glad you are.
About your cabinet doors.
Oh, goodness. How about I send him a message right now?
We're going to send the cabinet guy a message live.
I'm going to send him a text and I'm going to turn my phone back on.
Hey, remember we just talked about the golden rule now.
I mean, this is life. I mean, I can't do anything about the fact that. Okay, so I'm sending him a text.
We're sending the cabinet guy.
How about cabinets?
Cabinet guy text right now.
How about cabinet doors?
How are we looking on the cabinet doors?
Okay, so I'm just going to read you what my last text was. What day was this? My last text was Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, correct?
That's right.
My last text was Wednesday. Not tomorrow Wednesday, last Wednesday. Getting them sanded up for finish to go on.
Okay.
Possibly Saturday, but no later than the first of the week. How about cabinet doors?
Can't see his...
Oh, it doesn't say.
Okay, I don't want to... Okay, I don't want to give nobody information.
No, you can't see any of that.
Okay.
All right, so I've texted him.
All right, let's see if he responds.
Let's see if he responds back during this live.
Y'all, this may be the greatest live ever.
It might be, but okay. So going back to us being real people,
my stomach's hurting,
and doing the right thing. Okay. A lot of people want to know, why are we continuing to deal with this guy? Why are we continuing to deal with him?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the honest to goodness answer. We feel like we have been in this relationship with the cabinet maker for 13 months.
That's right.
13 months this has been going on. Okay?
And he's such a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
I mean, y'all, he's really, really a nice guy.
Nice lie.
Nice,
you said it. Nice lie. He's a
nice
nice lie.
Yeah.
So him being a nice lie, I don't have it in me to stop now. We're too far in.
Yeah.
We're too far in. There is no way that we could hire another cabinet maker
just to
come
build
in
our doors.
that would build our doors.
That's right.
No, that wasn't a text. That wasn't a text. But y'all, I do have my watch going because I want to know if he texts me
I thought
back.
that was him.
I am going to fall out if he texts me back, and he usually does.
He usually does, but usually don't text him this late. But
well, this was an exception.
This was an exception.
Maybe he's watching.
Maybe he is watching.
But we're too far in, y'all, to go hire somebody to build the doors.
Oh, man.
They're not going to come in and finish somebody else's job.
That's right.
They're not going to do it.
They're not going to do it. If they did, they charge us 3 arms and 4 legs.
And I'm hanging on.
Yeah.
I'm hanging on like a hair in a biscuit.
That's right.
Waiting on my cabinet doors to be installed. But y'all know what? I'm getting really tired of going in my kitchen, looking at all my dishes spread out on my kitchen table.
That's true.
And a lot of people have said, you can put your stuff in the cabinets.
There was some stuff in the cabinets.
You can put your stuff in the Guess what? Guess what?
Shelves.
Guess what? I don't have any shelves.
We don't have any shelves.
The shelves are coming when the doors come.
That's right.
So if I don't have any shelves, then I'm limited to what I can put in there. And believe me, I got everything I can get in there without the doors being on. So much so that yesterday I went to get some aluminum foil out and they're open. It's wide open. You can see what's in there. But I got it all packed up,
Oh, goodness.
So I go to grab my aluminum foil, and when I did, I don't know if you knew what it was that broke.
It was a jar, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, what was it?
It was our little French press coffee cup.
Oh, it wasn't the French press itself, though.
No, it's just a little cup, the little tiny cup.
I got you.
With a red ring around it.
I got you.
And, I couldn't do anything but say to myself, if I had cabinet doors, this wouldn't have happened. Because all this junk wouldn't be piled up like it is. And I'm just about to wit's end.
Yeah.
I haven't really, it really hadn't bothered me that bad until this past week. And it's like it's supposed to have happened already.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there.
That's right. So, and
well, I was going to talk about that too, but I decided I didn't want to get mad about two things.
Yeah, and I don't want people to hear us
fuss all the time
about,
because that's not what we're here
that's
for.
Right. There's
but
enough
we
of that.
do want our cabinet doors to be installed.
That's right. And the question was just popping up. I could see it was being a lot of people want to know about the cabinet doors. Trust me. When them cabinet doors get put in, you guys are gonna know.
You sure are, because whether you watch it or not, there's going to be a whole video dedicated to it.
Yeah.
I don't care if y'all want to see it or not. You're going to see it because I want you to see my cabinets complete.
That's right. And
I want to get my stuff off the table.
Get your stuff off the table. I saw somebody, her name was Mimi. The things are going so, and I got it on slow motion, but it's still going, or slow mode. They said a shirt. We should make a shirt that says hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. And we got one.
We got one.
Go to our website and you'll see it there.
Thanks to Jacqueline, we got it.
No stair railing yet. Still working on that situation. So
once we get the cabinet doors installed, we can go on to the stair rail. But we don't want to fuss about too much in one video. Are you going to dance when your cabinet doors get put in? Y'all know what I had this suggestion. It's been about a month ago, I guess. And I went to Jason because it seems like when either of us have an idea, we go to each other and we say, hey, I thought about this and I thought this would be a good idea. So I go to Jason and I said, I think at the end of every live. Yeah. You remember this? I do remember this. Out of the blue. I think at the end of every live, we should dance. That's right. And it hadn't happened. It hadn't happened yet. It hadn't happened yet. And his only response was, okay. And I thought, here the dancing farmer is telling me, okay. But I thought that it would make it, maybe everybody could dance with us. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, I was just thinking, there's a lot of people out there that are lonely and that live alone. That's right. Or whoever lives with them is not interested in carrying on what they have to do. So what if we just did a little twist at the end of a little maybe dance. They could do a little dance and post it and tag us in it or something. That's right. I mean, you got to live up to your name. That's right. Dancing farmer. Well, the dancing ain't going to happen tonight because we got too much stuff up here. As
and I
I'm
wasn't
looking,
prepared.
well, you got to be prepared to dance.
Well, I have to
I don't need to be prepared to dance.
slide this back, and we don't have any music.
That's the joy of this live. If we were to dance live, okay.
Yeah.
So you can't make a video. I don't know how many of y'all are aware of this. Probably
Mhm.
most of you are. I'm one of those that would not be aware of this. But I didn't know that you couldn't post somebody else's music in your videos.
You can't on a live either, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, see, I thought it didn't matter.
No, it wouldn't matter on the live. Look, there's Crazy Leadsy Goat Farm.
Hey, but I thought we could dance to any music.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't.
I can get some music that I've paid for and have it ready, and we can dance to it.
Well, that kind of music ain't what I want to dance to.
Oh yes,
though.
it is.
You think?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I want to know what y'all think about it. What do y'all think about? I don't think May likes it. I think everybody thinks y'all are the silliest people on the face of the earth.
Probably are the silliest people. You can sing. Can you sing?
I
Brooke?
can't sing a lick, but I can sing some country songs that sounds just like the
What was that?
Aaron Tippin.
Aaron Tippin.
Aaron Tippin. I think that I won Jason over the first time that I ever sang like Aaron Tippin.
What song was it? Do you remember?
I have to come up with that. But I'm not singing on the live. I can tell you that.
You're not going to do your Aaron Tippin impersonation?
I'm not. I'm not.
Oh my gracious!
I do know that Mick Crawler and I were in the car one day, and a song came on that I could sing like.
Yeah.
And it just happened to be that artist.
Yeah.
And I could feel, you know how you can feel somebody looking at you?
Yeah.
I look over and she's doing just like this. And her eyes did not come off of me.
Oh my gracious.
Oh goodness.
Oh, I love singing in the car. I do. If I'm by myself and a song comes on, it's on. It's on. I'm telling you, it's on. And I'm going to sing it as loud as I can.
I don't sing.
Oh, I do.
Except for Aaron Tippin. That's all I sing.
Oh, if it's a song I know and I like it. Matter of fact.
Well, I take that
yesterday.
Back. Yeah.
Yesterday.
You had to go to Selma.
Had to go to Selma, hometown. Had an eye doctor appointment, and I went and visited my. Well, sorry, I talk with my hands.
You do, but that was right in front of my face.
And I visited my ex-employer, my I call them my second family almost.
You could say your alma mater. I'm not going to try to say it.
So I went to Reliable Chevrolet GMC and stopped by there and hung out there a long time. I wasn't anticipating staying there for almost 3 hours, but I did.
Well, I tell you, he had an eye doctor appointment at 1:00 and he didn't get home till dark. So
that's right.
That tells you how long. And his eye doctor appointment lasted 20 or 30 minutes.
But on the way home, man, and I ain't heard this song in a long time.
You're not going to get in trouble for saying that.
No. But it was the Gap Band, You Dropped a Bomb on Me, and whoo.
Now, I might would have sang that, especially if me and you were in the car together.
Oh, my gracious.
That would have been something I probably would have sang.
It was so much fun. I haven't heard that song in a long time. And you forget how much you like some songs. And that's one of them that I absolutely love.
So my wheels are turning. That's why I look kind of puzzled.
Okay. What you thinking?
I'm thinking that since it's going to be your music, that we come up with a little dance of our own.
You think?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on it.
No.
Just a quick little dance.
Yeah.
And we try to teach y'all.
Okay. I don't know if I organized dancing.
Jason, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I have never, ever tried to do a dance that somebody's taught me. Never.
Yeah, it's hard.
Never in my life.
It's hard.
So, I mean, I would be sillier looking than any of y'all, I can guarantee you. But that's what it's all about, is having fun.
That's right. That's right.
It's not about structure. It's not about how good or bad we look. It's about having fun.
That's right. I remember when I told you that I decided that I've danced since I could walk. Since I could walk, I've danced. I started break dancing when I was 5 years old, somewhere around there. Um, and I've just been able to dance, and it's never been anything structured. It's just I could maybe watch something or just feel the music and just go with it. But anyways, I told you me and Carl were taking dance,
Mm-hmm.
and it was tap and jazz. And I said, you know what? I want to take tap and jazz, and I've always wanted to take tap dancing. And this was what going on 7 years ago now.
Well, Mary Carl was 3, I think, when you first started taking it.
Okay,
So
it's
10 years ago.
wow. Anyways, y'all, and I came in there and I was just so confident because I've never had any issues dancing in my life. Never, ever, ever. And I get in
and my
there.
friends that knew that he was going to take dance,
Oh,
they were all like, "Oh, this is going to be great.
this is going to be great." And I've known the dance teacher my whole life too. And I kind of think she thought
You were going to be good."
that it was going to be easy for me. And it was not easy at all, y'all. It was so hard and just little simple steps that I could not do it at all. As a matter of fact, after about the first 2
You
lessons,
were going to quit.
I was going to quit. I really was, but I'm not a quitter. So I kept with it. And I still, I did a lot of practicing. And it was hard. Each year was still, even when the season would stop and then the next year would start over again, and it was just as hard almost starting over as it was from that first few days I was there. So it's crazy, but it was structured. It was certain steps that you had to do, and I couldn't do them because
you had to follow somebody.
I just made stuff up.
So what I'm thinking is like, okay, so say we were somewhere and everybody started doing the electric slide.
Yeah.
Which, I've seen it done enough times where I should know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But trying to keep up with that electric slide is just not something that I can do. And that goes along with, like, say, aerobics. And I think I've talked about that before on the lives, that when we had PE in school, those 6 weeks that we did aerobics, I was so dreadful because I had to stand in the back because I didn't want the PE teacher to see because I couldn't, if she was doing like this, then I just couldn't follow it. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
And lo and behold, every time, Brooke, you doing what we're doing? Oh, I'm trying, but I'm not very coordinated, I guess is the way to say it.
Oh, me.
So even though you
Aerobics.
can dance, you're not a synchronized dancer.
No, and I still love tap dancing. I really do. I even kept my tap shoes. So as
we were going through boxes,
I didn't want to get rid of them.
His tap shoes came up and I said, go or stay. Right. And the next thing I know is I see them in the bedroom. So I know that they may bring their way back out.
And I can pull some YouTube videos up and just teach myself. I can do that. I know I can.
Yeah, if you want to know how to.
I can.
If you want to learn, then you will learn.
Aerobics. Aerobics. That makes me think of childhood in the 80s. Aerobics.
Well, I was in high school.
Yeah.
This was the 90s, the early 90s. And boy, I mean, they meant you were going to do what they
early
were
90s
teaching.
Aerobics. God, I wonder if they still have, because that was so big. I mean, there was like
they do water aerobics,
Yeah, but I remember, there was like several aerobic classes.
Well, CrossFit's the thing now. But
yeah, I guess so.
I
guess that took that place. CrossFit, and then like Zumba. What's the name of it? Or is that
Zumba?
Okay, Zumba is the alcohol drink, right? What was it? Anyone clear? And people put a Jolly Rancher in it.
Kendall always drank that.
I think that's right, Zuma. And I think
no, Zima.
Zima. I see it. Zima, not Zuma.
Not Zuma.
Zuma. Zumba.
was the next thing. And I'm going to tell y'all, I never did any of it because I just am not that coordinated. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. So I think instead of coming up with a dance, we better just freestyle.
Zumba. I'm sorry. People letting us know. They letting us know.
I think we just
I don't think they make Zima no more, do they? I think they brought it back for a little short period of time. I think White
that's
Claw,
anything I'm interested
and I've never
in.
had White Claw before, but I think White Claw is. I think of it being the same thing as Zima. I bet somebody will let us know.
I can't expand on that because I know nothing about it. I made my first trip to the liquor store here recently, and that's all I know.
Huh.
Don't know anything about it.
Don't know anything about it.
Not Zima.
It's been a long time. Whoo!
Yeah, I said earlier today in this video that I am not very technically advanced.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't say not very, I would say I'm not at all technically advanced. So today I had a video in mind.
Yeah.
Well, it was going to be a good one. And so I get my microphone on. Mary Carl's going to go with me. She gets her microphone on. I get handed the GoPro, and out the door I go. So the microphones that we use, you mash the button and you hold it down until two lights come on.
That's correct.
So the GoPro, you mash the power button and you let off of it. But when I mash the power button on the GoPro, I'm still mashing the microphone power button, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I held it down, and so it went to time lapse, and I didn't know it. So my video was mostly shot in time lapse. However, it may be salvageable.
Some of it may be salvageable, and I may be able to work my magic. If you don't know what time lapse is, that's when just it's super fast.
Yeah.
So it kind of time lapses. So and there's no sound in a time lapse either. So there's nothing there.
There's times where I go up to the camera and I'm like this, and it's going just like that. And I was so proud of this video because I think it is really, it's going to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
And we're going to make it enjoyable no matter what. But it's going to come out on Thursday, right? Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
Thursday.
But y'all stay tuned because my technically inexperienced self held the thing down, put it in time lapse, and
that's right.
Jason's going to make it a video.
And now you know not to hold it.
Oh, I know. I will not let it happen again. I hung my head in there for 30 minutes while I'm Googling, can you fix a GoPro that's been time lapse?
Oh, goodness.
The answer over and over was no.
No, yeah, it's already
recorded. You can't take it out of time lapse.
You can't fix that. And I could tell you're upset.
I was upset.
And I didn't know what to say because nothing I would have said would have made it better. So.
And here's the thing. Okay, so while we're recording, I knew something was wrong. Because I had to mash start twice.
That's what you come up here and told me. And I was like, you don't have to press the button twice.
No.
Just press it one time.
No, I mashed that. And then it wasn't playing. It wasn't going. It wasn't recording. So I had to mash a button on the screen.
It was recording. It's just recording in time lapse. And you can't see it. It don't show it on the screen.
So while I'm asking Mary Carl, who's very technologically advanced.
That's right.
What can I do to fix this? She says, Mom, I don't know. Just use your phone. Well, the thing is a lot of people that watched the last video said they can't hear Mary Carl very well. And I understand that because I'm constantly going like this, speak up.
Yeah.
And I know that she talks quietly and it's hard to hear sometimes. So if I had used my phone, the microphone wouldn't have worked.
That's right.
So I wanted to make the GoPro work. And lo and behold, I just felt like I screwed the whole thing up. Well, while we were waiting on this live, we looked at some of my footage. And I think we're going to be able to salvage it.
Yeah, I think so. The thing that got time lapsed
was okay to be time lapsed.
Thank
goodness.
Oh, me. Yeah, thank goodness. Thank goodness you realized you had to hit the button twice.
Yeah, because from that point forward, I was looking at it. You know, I was like.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank goodness you hit the button. If you wouldn't have hit the button twice, then you'd be redoing that video.
Well, I got to thinking about it. I was like, maybe it's not a total waste.
Yeah.
Maybe we should look at the footage. And
that's right.
Because it's something I can't recreate.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I can't recreate. If I could have, I would have not worried about it. But
right, yeah.
it was no way to recreate what had been done.
I'd have figured it out.
Hmm.
I'd have figured it out.
So, did you get a perm?
Not yet. I still got my big hair. But I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, y'all. I am. And I don't think I'm gonna ask Crystal to put a perm in it.
You not?
No, I'm not. And every time I mention the mullet, you just kind of give me a
It's
funny
not
grin.
possible, Jason. It's not possible. I told you I'm on my way to my mullet,
Oh,
and you're not.
and we found out that Bob Ross permed his hair, and I thought it was natural. I really did.
You were disappointed.
I
weren't
was
you?
disappointed. And I also was a little disappointed because, and I knew the answer when I asked Jacqueline this. Jacqueline from Head Family Farm, who's my right-hand woman that takes care of everything, like we mentioned earlier.
Uh-huh.
And she does our t-shirt designs.
Right.
And so I said, Jacqueline, I got an awesome t-shirt idea. And it's me with the Bob Ross afro. Because a lot of you guys call me the Bob Ross of gardening. And I wanted to put the Bob Ross of gardening in there, but we're pretty certain that I can't say that because we're thinking it's probably copyrighted or trademarked. And so
yeah, you're probably right.
We might get in trouble. So she said she may think of a workaround about it. So I don't know what she's come up with. And I'm putting her on the spot in a live, but she says she may come up with a workaround for that. But I just thought that would be so funny.
You know what I read a lot of comments about?
What's that?
And I don't know if this was serious or if it was a joke, but there was the end of the end of the Christmas tree video.
Yeah.
The end of us putting up the Christmas tree.
Uh-huh.
You didn't have your hat on.
I didn't.
And there were a lot of comments that said, "Who was that in the end of the video?" And I didn't respond because I didn't want to sound like a smart aleck.
I do like that. The Coggross. I'm sorry. If I didn't read it, I forget it. Go ahead.
You know what happens when you mess me up.
You're talking about me not having my hat on at the end of the video.
Yeah, there were several comments of who was that at the end of the video.
It was me.
And I just didn't have I didn't want to be a smart aleck by saying it was Jason.
Yeah.
But then I didn't want to not answer, but I didn't answer because I felt like nothing said was better than me coming off as being not nice.
Yeah.
Because I knew who it was.
It was I didn't have my hat. I was putting the lights on.
Yep. And you didn't have your, somebody said, yes, I thought that also.
Oh my gracious. I didn't, it never crossed my mind.
Well, I didn't respond to y'all if you commented because I just didn't want to come off as being a smart aleck.
Yeah.
That's not me. I'm not that way. And I didn't know if it was funny or if they were saying, who's
somebody said they thought it was the cabinet guy decorating the tree.
What was he, hanging doors on the tree? We'd go for that, wouldn't we?
Oh, man. There's a lot of people didn't know it was me.
Nope.
I had no idea. That was me. I just saw that big hair.
Well, I sure, when I saw it, I thought that maybe people were being facetious.
No, they didn't know who it was.
They didn't know who it was.
Somebody said you should have said it was your boyfriend.
It's my boyfriend.
Oh, me.
Well, then they would have thought ugly of you because you let him in.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So I may not supposed to be talking about this, but did you tell people that the tree fell?
No, I haven't told anybody that.
Should I not have said it?
You can say it because I haven't. I was gonna make a reel out of it, and I really haven't done it.
Okay, so Jason and I.
This is crazy.
I don't know what we were doing. I've already told you what happened.
We were outside on the porch, on the side porch.
Yeah, but what were we doing?
I don't know what we're doing.
I was eating an apple.
You were eating an apple, and I think it was cool outside, and we were just enjoying being out there.
So Gidget and Arlo were obviously inside.
Yeah.
Dixie. And we heard what Jason thought sounded like dishes crashing, which very well could have been possible because the kitchen table's piled up with dishes.
I surely thought it was dishes crashing. That's
so
exactly
if something
what
fell
it sounded
off,
like.
it would have been logical.
Yes.
Something could have fallen off. Well, we go, what was that? And we look at each other.
What was that?
And we go inside, and immediately, as soon as we open the door, We saw what it was.
And this was the day me and Mary Carl had decorated the tree. Just decorated it.
They decorated the tree, and
Yes.
the tree fell.
And I got a good suspicion as to why the tree fell, but somebody didn't want to believe me at first.
I'm sorry I woke you up, but did you have anything to do with the tree falling?
I'm not gonna say who her name is. I don't want her to be embarrassed on the live.
Well, I woke her up from a dead sleep, and I'm not gonna say that it couldn't have been her, but I don't know.
I feel fairly confident it was Gidget.
Well, the thing is it fell away from the walls. It fell that if somebody were to have pulled on it a little bit, it would have went that direction.
I think she decided that one of those ornaments was hers, and she wanted that ornament. And so she tried to get that ornament.
Well, it must have scared her pretty bad, because otherwise, if she had wanted that ornament and it had came off, she would have took it outside.
Yeah, she would have taken it outside.
I mean, it never fails that if she goes into our bedroom or somewhere where there's something that she doesn't ordinarily have access to, she gets it and takes it out the doggy door. If y'all saw the towel, the kitchen towel,
that's right,
then that's a perfect example of what Gidget likes to do with things that she finds. So
shoes, socks, gloves. It's always just one. She don't take a whole pair out there.
No. Matter of fact, my tennis shoe was missing this morning, and I looked down and I said, "Gidget," and she wasn't in there. So I came into the den and I didn't see my shoe, and I thought, "Oh, she's already taken it outside." So I go and I look outside, and my shoe wasn't there. She didn't make it outside with it yet. She was going to.
She was headed that way.
But here's the good part: there wasn't a single ornament broken.
I cannot believe it, y'all. And I'm guessing it wasn't. It
was a soft landing.
It was I'm guessing it was like a slow motion fall. It was like, because it wasn't like boom.
No, it was.
Yeah. It was.
I don't know how to.
The sound of it was like slow dishes coming down.
Yes, it was. It very much was.
And when we stood it back up, I was like, this tree did not fall on its own. There's no way that this tree, something helped the tree.
And it weighs a total of 10 pounds that helped it fall. So maybe it needed a fall. Maybe it needed a fall to prevent a further fall that would have damaged the ornament.
Maybe she watched a Paul Bunyan cartoon or something.
She's not talking.
And Arlo's Babe.
Yeah.
I wish I could turn Moody into Babe. You know, when a steer reaches a certain, I think it's 3 years old, and you don't call them a steer anymore. They're called an ox.
Right.
And oxen are used for plowing. Oh boy, wouldn't that be
awesome if he could actually be used?
But he's a handful.
He wants to work. He does. But I don't know that we could get him hooked up to a plow. I really don't know if that would work.
Yeah, I don't know if that would work either. I can't see getting. I don't know. I could probably put some food in the bowl and he'll let me hook him up to the plow.
But when the food is empty,
yeah,
he may not plow anymore.
You talk about Budweiser rolls in the garden. I mean, it's probably going to be like this.
Look, I was standing. I don't know what I was. Oh, I was outside with Mary Carl, and we're over by her swing back by the trampoline, and we look over, and Joe and Capri are in their area together. And there's Topper in with Moody, and Moody's just running up and down the fence. Mary Carl said, "Mama, look at Moody," and he was just,
oh gosh,
just going up and down.
He's so goofy,
and you could literally hear the ground, boom, boom. You know how the ground sounds when you hit it hard.
He's such a goofball, y'all.
Yeah,
he's so goofy. But I will say this. He loves that brush, and I'm so happy we got him in the brush. You can hear him literally. I can hear him in the greenhouse, and it's a pretty good little distance between the greenhouse and that brush. And it will you'll kind of go, what in the world's that noise? It's like, and you look out there.
Did you look at you?
And there's Moody out there just going at it on that brush. And I always, every morning, I feed him. and then I feed Topper in the back because Moody will come over there and steal his feed, a little sneak. And then I walk back around and I go feed Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk by that brush and I push on it to make sure it hadn't gotten loose.
Right.
Thing's still just as tight as it was when we put it in the ground. And that's a 2,000-pound goofball pushing on it. I don't know how hard he can push. I know he slung that little tire I put down there, that tire feeder. He slung it around like it wasn't nothing.
Well, I know that when we put it in the ground, I mean, it was a pretty good bit that went in the ground, but I still felt like, my gracious, as big and as strong as we know he is, I wouldn't be surprised if he knocked this thing over.
Yeah.
But with it not having moved, I don't know that anything can move it.
He hasn't budged it.
So we're so thankful that Moody is satisfied with his brush and
yes,
giving him some mental work.
And we put that in there, and I still, that thing's made awesome. And I don't know how deep in the ground it went.
It
Probably
went pretty,
3 foot, I'm guessing.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's it was just so, it was in there.
You could tell it was stout.
But I was thinking,
That's
the next day I was like, I wonder if it's still there.
when we went outside that morning, I would not have been surprised if it had been out of the ground. Yeah. I would not have been surprised.
Me too.
But I mean, if it's still there, it's going to be there. Because that boy, he's put some
weight on it.
He sure has.
I'm not going to lie.
And the thing is that he will lick it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's rough, but his tongue's rough too.
His tongue is rough, yeah. But I can't imagine Tucker wanting to lick it.
That's right.
I mean, but I guess cows are different. I don't know.
Definitely different. Definitely different.
Who won?
Constance.
Constance. Have y'all seen any comments from Constance?
I haven't seen any comments from Constance.
Or anybody know if she has commented or?
I haven't seen anything from Constance.
Oh, we're not holding it to her for today. I just wanted to know if she was on and if she was aware she's a winner of a greenhouse.
That's right. I was fixing to say something.
I messed you up, didn't I?
Dadgummit. What was I fixing to say?
What we should talk about is the suggestions for anchoring the tire for the food bowl. Yeah,
you know what though? I've got a new thing.
Well, I got a new thing.
Well, I'm just experimenting, and I've used this before. When we came here, there was those blue cutoff barrels, and I keep one over Moody's food. And I used it for a little while, and I can't remember why I stopped using that. And maybe it was because Joe was getting in there. Because what would happen is if the bucket hole was big enough, then Joe could get his head in there with Moody. And it was like, oh gosh, it was just a nightmare. So now I've put that blue barrel back in there, that little half barrel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been working out great. I just want to anchor it somehow to the ground. I ain't figured. I'm thinking I may attach it to like the big wooden fence post or something.
Yeah, because the metal fence post won't work.
No, he'll just end up pulling it up.
When Jason posted that, was it a reel? Or live?
I can't remember.
I think it was a live of you putting the tire feeder in the tire.
That was a live. I did that live.
And so Moody, he immediately threw it up in the air and tire was no match. There were a lot of people making suggestions of how to make it stay. And every time I read one about tie it to the fence, all I could picture was us coming out there and that fence being rolled all the way to the road with him, having pushed it. Because that's what would have happened. If we tied that tire there and he wanted to get the tire up, he would have pulled the fence and everything up.
He would. And that's what I worry about too. A lot of you guys suggested for me putting a barrel in there, which he would have a great time with a barrel.
Well, we will eventually do that.
But he would push it in the fence and
in the electric fence.
The electric fence, and it would just push it over.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I know, they're in my fruit orchard, which is my biggest fear, is that the goats get in the fruit orchard. And I told you today that I think I'm going to have to put a fence around the fruit orchard.
Well, I haven't seen any evidence
of
deer going there or anything.
No, I hadn't, but still would make me feel better if there was something was to get out or something. You know,
If it worries you, then that would be a good solution.
3 deer could come in there one night
Oh,
and just wipe it
wipe it
out.
out.
Yeah, yeah,
And the same with the garden.
yeah.
The same with the garden.
Same with
but
the garden.
is fenced, so to speak.
Yeah, the garden it wouldn't keep a deer out if it wanted to get
No,
in there.
if it
but
wanted to get in
yeah,
there. And so that being said,
Yeah.
I used to say that a
lot.
lot and I quit saying it. But that being said, I think a fence around the fruit orchard, it would be enough to deter.
I think we just got so much going on. That's what deters.
Yeah.
That deters everything.
Well,
for the
by
most
the
part.
time that they had the mental, thoughts to jump a fence,
Yeah.
I think Foxy would run them off.
I think so too.
If she gets any inkling that anything's on this property that shouldn't be, it's gone.
She's on it.
But she's got to be made aware of it.
She's on it. She really is on it. And I told you I may do a 6-foot fence and maybe put a wire up there, or we may put the flags around it. So
Yeah.
that we'll figure that out. I don't have any fruit yet, so I'm not worried about it right now. Only thing I'd be worried about if the goats got out, they could eat the fruit trees down.
Somebody said deer will jump the fence, and that's what we were just talking about. Is they could get in the garden that we have right now.
Right.
It is green and lush and beautiful, but that fence being there is the deterrent to keep them from going in there and Foxy finding out they're there before it happens.
I think so. So knock on wood. I had probably this morning. I had probably jinx myself.
And probably go out there,
but I hadn't seen any deer tracks or anything out there. There's
only
just
down
so
by
much,
the creek areas, and I think that has a lot to do with the dogs.
Yeah, I think so too.
And
really
dogs, I say dogs plural. Yes, we have Jewel, we have Sunshine, and we have Foxy.
Mm-hmm.
But when we moved here, being in the camper, we could not bring Jewel and Sunshine in the camper. And so my mom lived in the tiny house next door, and she wanted some company. And so Jewel and Sunshine started coming in her house at night, and therefore they're at her house now. That's where they stay. And a lot of people wanted to know, did you get new dogs? But no, they're here. They were ours. They are ours, but they live at her house.
Yeah, and they're both rescues.
Both rescues.
They're both rescues.
And wonderful dogs.
Yeah, they're awesome. Very, very awesome.
You couldn't replace those dogs with anything. I mean, it's just, they're perfect. They're good with chickens. They're good with all of our livestock. It's just the perfect situation.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, do you remember when you and I went and fed the bees? I believe it was. No, it wasn't. It was when we were looking at where the barn was going to go.
Yeah.
Do you remember we walked around and we looked at the little holes in the ground?
Yeah, we thought it was armadillo.
So Mary Carl and I, yesterday, I believe it was, were walking across the property on that side. And now those holes, they go on down to the pine trees.
Oh, okay.
It looks like little explosions in the ground. And I am almost certain that it's an armadillo, because I found a hole that goes down in the ground. And do you know, we read about it, and they can be like 24 foot deep.
Can we put a GoPro in it?
I wanted to, well, Arlo was with us. And I said, Arlo, do you want to go down in there and see what's there? And he said, no, ma'am. And so we came on back home. Tucker was with us too, but I knew there was no chance Tucker was going down in there. But when Arlo said no, I said, what I might do is get me a T-post and set it up in the ground and put a cement block and strap my camera to it and see if anything comes out of that.
We could do that.
Because do you know how long that an armadillo can sleep a day?
How long?
16 hours.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know they were that lazy.
Well, we did a little research after seeing that and wanted to know. And I mean, all of them might not sleep 16 hours, but 16 hours would be a normal sleep for armadillo. But they are the strangest looking creatures.
Oh gosh, they are strange.
They don't even look like
straight out of Jurassic Park.
They don't look like they belong in this
no
time frame.
They look like a giant roly-poly.
They do.
Yeah.
They really do.
And can't hear and see very well.
No.
Yeah.
No, poor thing.
You can walk right up on one.
Well, I'm glad there wasn't one out there digging his holes when we were out there.
Oh,
I don't know what Arlo would have done if
Right.
he had seen an armadillo.
right.
He probably would have ran with his tail in between his leg all the way back home.
Oh, yeah, he probably would have. Yeah.
I don't know. He might not would have, but I would like to know what that is digging those holes.
I'm pretty sure it's armadillo.
I'm pretty convinced that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I was also wondering if I might ought to try to trap him and relocate him. Because while he's wreaking havoc in an area we don't use, what if that thing got in your garden?
Oh, yeah, I told you that. I was worried about that.
I mean, if we could
But
trap him.
luckily, I got that one gap that I need to fix in the garden for that specific thing.
Right.
But, yeah.
I think an armadillo would go through the fence.
Not them squares.
You don't think?
No.
Well,
No.
I would love to see an armadillo coming out of his den.
Yeah?
Because I didn't really realize that they nested underground.
I hope it's an armadillo.
And not a fox? A fox wouldn't dig holes like that.
No, plus I don't think Foxy would let a fox over there. She would sniff that out quick.
She wouldn't know that an armadillo was over there, though. Probably.
Probably not. But a fox is a canine, so I think she would. Her and her 2 girls would have that.
Yeah.
Have that sniffed out fast.
The 3 blind. Well, they're not blind mice. They're wide open.
They're wide open
visually.
dogs.
Yeah, they are. But I want to know what that is. And then I saw this neat little thing. We're going to go in a minute, people. But I just am telling y'all what I'm.
What is it?
It was a. It was a.
You got tickled all
I did. I'm just thinking about the picture that I saw. It was like a.
Oh, goodness.
It was like a lighted snowman.
Yeah.
Like this tall or so.
Yeah.
And I mean, we don't have power over there, so I don't think this would work. But anyway, so they put this snowman and they plugged him up like in the ground. And put him beside, say, where I'm going to put the camera. And the armadillo comes out and it looks like he takes a picture with. And they did it with all kind of wildlife. It was like a Santa Claus and a raccoon standing next to Santa. Wouldn't that be cute?
That would be.
But ours is black. Look at my face, how red it is. Ours is black and white.
Oh, man.
But I got a chick that lights up. It's kind of like an Easter chick thing. And I thought, wouldn't it be cute to have that armadillo come out and take his picture with that chick?
One of those inflatable Santa Clauses.
Yeah, and you could have a possum hanging by his tail by Santa's beard or something.
Oh, man, that would be funny.
It was cute.
That would be funny.
But we would need a colored.
We need power.
Well, no, some of them are battery operated or solar powered.
If it was lit up, then the camera would take a color picture. I don't take the black and white picture because it's dark and it's using the night vision.
Oh, but what if it's colored like red and you would see the red?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all know what I'm doing when I get off this live. I know right where the camera is.
Do you?
I do.
Oh, man.
I can't find the armadillo nest tonight, though. I think that would be my best
You're going
bet.
to put some flags or something there so we can see it at night.
I tried to find the nest with me crawling. I couldn't find it. And you know that I showed it to you that day.
Yeah. I kind of got an idea where it is.
Well, I thought I did too.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if since he started digging towards the opposite side of the property, if he's going to go on.
I don't know. 24 foot's a long ways.
Up to now.
Okay.
That doesn't mean it would be.
That's true. Up to 24.
Up to 24 foot.
Hmm.
And Arlo's not going down there.
No. We can take Gidget.
No. Gidget says she'll sleep through that one.
Oh, man. Oh, I do want to say something before we do go.
What?
And
I'm not ready to go.
I've been doing these little short lives, and I've always done them on Facebook, and I've even done them on Twitter before, but I haven't been doing them on YouTube. And on Tuesdays, the last 2 have been gardening lives, and but I did these 2 little short lives last Tuesday and today, and I just want to let people know they're not going to take over, or they're in lieu of our longer videos. So don't think that those little lives that I've been posting on Tuesday is going to take over the long edited videos that y'all all know and love. And I just wanted to let you guys know that, because there were some people that maybe were a little worried about that.
I think that in our case, it's always good. And I learned this tonight after so many people said that they didn't know who that was at the end of that video.
Yeah.
It's always good to explain.
Right.
And if you already know, then so be it.
That's right.
But if we put it out there, then you double know.
Yep. Because there were some people that I could read the comments, and there were some people that were worried about it. And Lester had a great analogy for this, because we all see it. We all make videos, and people will say, I'm scared, or don't. But it's in lieu of, and it's like having a dinner menu, and then that dinner menu has dessert and has an appetizer on it. So, the dinner is our long form videos that we do every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if I post a little live on a day that I don't, or that a video don't come out on, that's like an appetizer.
That's right.
Or a dessert.
That you wouldn't ordinarily.
That you normally wouldn't
order off that menu.
Right. But that's all it was. And y'all know it. When you see me in that garden and I'm out there, and sometimes I get tickled at myself, because I'm thinking, this guy's a goofball when I edited my videos, because I'm talking to the trees, and I'm talking, and I get so excited. And so that is actually, that's me. And and I just love gardening. I really do love gardening. And the more gardening stuff I get out there, the better I feel.
It's all good, y'all. Guess what?
What's that?
Tomorrow, neither one of us will look like this.
That's right.
And I told y'all that I had neglected getting a haircut. And so finally I sent the lady a text, and I said, we as a family of 3 need haircuts. And this was last week, and it was tomorrow before she could get to us.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hardly believe it, because usually it's like the next day. But guess what? It's coming.
Well, I want to tell. I hope Crystal's watching, but she's not.
No, she's not.
Girl, I hope you got your scissors and your clippers sharpened, because this right here,
it's coming off.
This right here is gonna bog it down.
It sure is.
The lights are gonna dim in the
hair
shop
salon.
when she starts cutting my hair, because it's gonna be so much power going in it, because it's gonna bog it down.
He's not telling a story.
It'll stop them.
It will.
It'll stop them. It'll stop some cutters now.
It will. It's not going to stop it from getting cut, though. Mine either. So, congratulations to Constance for winning the greenhouse given away by Grower Solutions. And thank you to everyone who joined us on our live tonight.
Absolutely.
And y'all start working on your dance moves.
Absolutely.
And let us know what you think about that, and we'll try to work something out.
That's right.
If you don't want to see it, then just tell us you don't want to dance.
And sorry that our live was on Tuesday instead of Sunday.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. But we're going to try to get back on our regular schedule of being here on Sunday, right?
Yep.
And I'll say it again. If the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, otherwise you'll hear from us if it's not going to happen.
Yep.
We'll always try to let you know in advance. And I guess this is it.
That's right.
We're going to sign off. But there is a video coming out tomorrow.
Yes. No more video coming out tomorrow. Yep. And matter of fact, a little teaser is that this is something that I totally forgot to show y'all guys that Greg did for us.
That's right.
So y'all stay tuned for that. And guys, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. I know y'all could be anywhere else but here. And as always, y'all be good.